What's up guys, welcome back. My name is Ben. So today I have the successor to the original DJI Neo. So what I have right here is the brand new DJI Neo 2. I'm going to be unboxing it, setting it up, and then just doing this alongside you. So this is a very special drone. In fact, one of the first videos here on the channel is on the original DJI Neo. So I'm very curious to see what the DJI Neo 2 is going to offer, and I bought the combo. There's different versions of the DJI Neo that you can actually get. I just have the page right here to demonstrate quickly, so you can see there's combinations that you can get. If you just get the drone only with one single battery, then it's $229 US. If you get the Fly More combo, which comes with a drone, 3 additional batteries, and the propeller guards, then that is going to be $309. And if you get the Fly More combo, this is the DJI Fly More combo that comes with 2 batteries. You can see the RC controller and the drone as well as this attachment, then that's $399. And then if you get the top of the range or the top configuration, this comes with the Neo 2, and it also comes with the motion controller with the goggles and 2 batteries and attachments. And that is exactly what I actually have right here. I'm not sure why I got this. I typically just buy the drone by itself and then pair it with my RC2 or other RC controllers that I might have. And yeah, this is just for demonstration purposes only. And this drone is very special because it actually inspired the Flip, the DJI Flip. But I think the DJI Neo, the original DJI Neo, was more of a hit and success that DJI saw it fit to release a Neo 2. So let's quickly unbox it, set it up, and see what comes in the box. It's a big box right here, but there's a pull tab which we just pull on the green arrow, and that comes off easily just like this. And now if I just lift this up just like this, you can see there's this QR code that you can scan, and it says scan the QR code using a smartphone before use. I scanned the QR code, and what it takes you is to a link where you can download the DJI Fly app. If you don't have it, you can just click on here and it will take you to the DJI Fly app in the App Store. If you have an Android, it will take you to the Play Store. So I'll quickly just download it, and while it downloads, let's continue with the unboxing. So if I lift up these, they just come off pretty easily. You can see here we have the drone, and we'll get to it shortly. And I think this are different accessories. So you can see if I was to pull this side like this and then this side, slide it out, you can see there's nothing else left in this box. So what do we have here? This is the battery charging hub. Unbox it just like this. You can see it comes with 2 additional batteries, and the third one is actually on the drone. We are going to be seeing that shortly, but it also comes with the this is the DJI forearm, and there's a screwdriver here, and it comes with guides right here. It comes with the USB-C to C cable, and it comes with extra propellers right here. And this is the controller that we have right here. There's also a secondary set of spare propellers. So you have an A side, which I showed you, and this is the B side. I'll just put it to the side. And this is the RC motion controller 3. I'll just quickly open it and then show you what it comes like. It also comes with a strap, which is something that's cool. So you can always attach the strap to the bottom right here so that you don't lose it. And this is the charging port, comes on like this, and you can see the power button. It actually has a bit of charge right there, so I'll quickly just turn it off. If we remove this from the box right there, you can see the next thing that we have are the DJI goggles N3. These are the N3 version, the current latest version right here for the DJI Neo 2, and these come protected, of course. Just to show you what we have in the box right here, you can see there's nothing else left. That's it that comes in this box. I can safely put it to the side, and then I'll show you the DJI goggles N3. It has antennas right here. It has the control joystick right here, and you have the power button on the side right there. So it shows that it's charged, and it also comes with a protector right here. You can see this is how it looks. And if once you remove this back protector, it has these small protectors that show you the goggles right here. And now if you bring the DJI Neo 2 right here, you can see it comes in this bag right here. And if you remove it out of the way, this is how the drone looks. Already it looks different. The color shade is different from the first Neo as well, and it comes with this extra battery. To remove the battery, it's pretty simple. It seems like this clips right here where you just press in and then you sort of pull up. Not the easiest placement in my opinion, but it also goes in fairly simple. And this is the first time that I'm trying this battery on as well as the drone. It goes in. Oh, this one is a bit different, and of course you can see it's not fully charged. I'll quickly charge it in the hub, and then we'll quickly do the setup process after we review the body. With the drone battery removed, this is how the top looks. You can see it tells you, it has correspondence information that you need for the DJI Neo 2. Now, something that's uniquely different about the Neo 2 compared to the Neo 1 is this digital transceiver. Now, this is not a requirement for you to be able to function or fly the DJI Neo 2, but it's recommended when you are flying this drone using the RC2 or the RCN3. But if you are using other controls such as your mobile device or any other RC controllers, you don't necessarily have to use it. But if you want to increase your range with the RCN2 and the RCN3 as well as the RC2, then this is something that you can use. To remove the front camera protector, you can see right here, this is the camera itself. And yeah, you can see the rotation that it has, pretty similar to the previous version. And of course, this is different because this section of the drone is also different from the Neo 1. And something else also that's pretty unique are the propeller guards. You can also remove them, by the way, just like the DJI Neo 1 or the original Neo. So this is the first spot that I pretty much remove. So you just press it downwards just like this, and then this section here of the drone pops out, so just like that. And now I can go ahead and pull this out and then push this out as well. And then to put it back, you just align it and then push it in place, and that's it. And it has these connection points that help with the vibration. And with the propeller guards removed, you do get a little bit of more flying time since you have less weight and less wind resistant. And also this digital transceiver has 4 screws that you can actually use the DJI provided screwdriver to be able to remove it. And in case you're wondering the serial number of the screwdriver, you can see it right here. Feel free to pause the video and you can remove it. Just takes off a little bit of weight. And now this is the brand new DJI Neo 2. A quick body look, you can see how it looks. Now that my batteries have been charging for a while, let's connect to it and then set it up. For the setup process, we are going to download and install the latest version of the DJI Fly app. So open it, and if you see an update like this, make sure you update, as this one provides additional features and enhanced functionality with the drone. And you can see DJI Flip has a new firmware update. If you have the Flip, then you might want to pretty much update your app. And now let's turn on the drone. To turn it on, from the best way that I saw that fits best is to actually put the DJI section where the battery is into the body of the drone, just like this, if it's aligned properly, and then just push it down like that and it connects to the drone. The removal process is actually pretty easy, and if we try and put it this way as well, it works, but this side sort of pops out, and I just have to make sure it's flat like this. If you press once, it shows you the current charge percentage of the Neo. If you press and then you press and hold, and this time you can see the propellers sort of go into jiggle mode, and it just made a sound to tell us that yes, it's now on. So the next thing I'm going to do is to sign into my profile with the DJI. Okay, for some reason it's set in Chinese, and you can see unactivated, and this is pretty cool because the Neo 1 didn't have this display. But let's continue on my phone. You can see there's a new DJI Neo that has been detected in the DJI Fly app. So connect to the device just like this. You can see DJI Neo 2, and then it says press and hold the power button for 3 seconds to confirm connection, and you can see the LEDs are going like crazy. So to do that, it's pretty easy. If you don't click and hold, it's going to time out. So let's click where it says connect again. And now I'm going to press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. Just like this. And now you can see the animation on the screen is changing. Do you want DJI to join the network? Click where it says join just like this. And now you can see it's been connected. So now the next screen that we see is activate DJI device. By tapping activate, you agree to DJI aircraft terms of use. So I'll click where it says activate. Now here it shows my DJI account. I'll select my account and input my passcode, and now you can see the device has been activated successfully. Now you can see this is the DJI Neo. Now there is a new DJI Neo 2 firmware update available. You can click here and read all about the new firmware update and what it's added. So here it's added support for remote control with watch, and it also says current version only supports Apple Watch. Refer to this, and the frequently asked question about the Neo, supported by the DJI Fly app in sports scenarios such as cycling. DJI Fly app can be used with Apple Watch to control the aircraft. Another thing that it mentions is added deep sound notification for the following scenarios, and that is tracking subject lost and low battery. You also have an update where it fixed some unknown issues. I recommend installing these latest versions or updates, and I'll save this as well for my record so that I can test these out and be able to know what DJI has changed. Because the new DJI Neo 2 has this screen that tells you whatever mode it's in or the status of the drone. You can see right here it says updating firmware, and yes, we are in the updating phase of the drone. So let's let it finish that, and then I'll show you how you can change the different modes using the 3 buttons that are found on the side of the Neo. And in total you actually have 4 buttons, because you have the power button right here, and you have the mode or button start and stop, and then these allow you to change the different parameters and different modes. So this will start and pretty much stop the recording of the mode, and this will allow you to change the mode parameters or jump into different modes. Boom. Just like that, you can see the new firmware installation has been completed. Device will automatically power off or reset. I'll click got it, and now you can see device firmware has been updated. Now connection guide it's showing this because the drone has pretty much power cycled. To turn it off, on, just press and hold, and then once the drone turns on, you can see the screen here will show you the DJI logo, and it quickly toggles into the mode that you are in. So you already know that this is the power button, and now let's see what these other buttons do. So the current mode that I'm in says follow, and it shows the flat, and there's angle in that follow mode that we are in that we can change. So if I wanted to start this mode that I'm in, I just press this
rear follow,
and it shows rear follow, and if I press again, it stops the drone. You notice if I press this button, it starts, and if I press it again before it takes off, then it actually stops. So this is the RR, shows that rear follow, and it's the flat angle. If I wanted to change this, let's say if I wanted to change the rear portion of it, this top button that you see right here, this one right here, changes the far left mode, and then this bottom one changes the shooting mode right there. So for example, if I wanted to change the rear and I don't want it to record the rear, I can press and hold this, and you can see the rear starts to flash, and then if I press rear left, left, and I'm just pressing the top button like that.
Front left.
Front left.
Front.
Front.
Front right.
Front right.
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 Rear right.
Rear right.
Rear.
Rear. And then if I'm happy with it, also because this is the mode that we are toggling between, if I press the bottom one,
Rear right.
you notice
Right.
it can
Front
also
right.
go back and forth
Right.
between the different
Front
modes.
right.
Once you found the mode that you want, just press it like this and it will have it as the selected mode. If I wanted to change the flat portion of it, I just press and hold this bottom button. Now you can see the flat is pretty much flashing, which means it's the configuration or the option that we are changing. So if I press up,
Low angle.
low angle,
High angle.
high angle, if I-
Low angle.
low angle,
Flat.
flat,
High angle.
high.
Low angle.
Okay,
High
so you
angle.
can toggle back and
Flat.
forth between this and this.
High angle.
And once you find the mode you want, you just click next like that. And then if you want to go to the next mode, as long as you don't press and hold any of these buttons right here, just press the bottom one or the top one.
Selfie shot.
Selfie shot,
Droney.
drone mode,
Circle.
circle,
Rocket.
rocket,
Follow.
follow,
Selfie shot.
selfie shot,
Droney.
drone,
Circle.
circle,
Rocket.
rocket,
Follow.
follow,
Selfie shot.
selfie shot. And you can also press the
Follow.
up to change the
Rocket.
different modes. And of course you can change the different parameters. If you don't want 4 meters rocket, you press and hold this, and then you use this to toggle back and forth to find the mode you want. Once you do, then press that and you can see. Now I'll quickly just connect to the DJI Neo. Before you fly, the DJI app will tell you to pretty much fly in well-lit areas, fly in open areas, and clear and breezy weather. You want to avoid water, and also do not fly off bridges or balcony. Avoid textureless or reflective ground, and then click got it. And your first flight, you can pretty much have a tutorial flight that you can use: takeoff, follow mode, return to home and landing, shooting mode switch, and shooting parameter adjustment. You can go to the tutorials and start right here, or you can skip, and you can choose whether don't show the tutorial again, or if you want to see it again, you can pretty much get to be able to see. And there's gesture control as well that allows you to adjust aircraft position when hand gesture in 4 steps and test in open areas. So you can start the tutorial, or you can be able to see it later. So this is the live preview of the drone that you are seeing on my phone right there. So you see, as I move the drone, you get to see how it looks right there. So yeah, this is the brand new DJI Neo 2. This is just a quick unboxing and quick look at the drone. Once you've set up your drone like this using the mobile device, pretty much once you power on your goggles, it will be able to detect that yes, this is connected to the DJI Neo 2, and you'll be able to fly using the goggles as well as the RC Motion 3. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the brand new DJI Neo 2. This is just a quick close-up look, unboxing, and quick setup. If you like this video, leave a like and follow for more DJI video content that's going to be coming here on the channel pretty soon.